40, baby. Let's go. Hey, come on, man, come on.
Welcome back to the channel. Damn, it feels good to be back. And on this episode of Here's the Drill, it's going to be a first part of a 6-part mini-series on the ACFT, the max deadlift. Now, the very first event for the Army Combat Fitness Test is the max deadlift. Here on this slide, provided by the army.acft.mil, you can see the guidelines for the first ACFT event. On here, you can see things just as what it tests, the muscular strength, balance, flexibility, and it also simulates carrying a litter, as well as you can see the muscle groups that you're going to be working for this event. Now, there's 3 phases to this event. The preparatory phase, which is you stepping into the bar and getting your hands around the bar. The upward phase, which is, you moving the weight. And then to the last phase, the downward phase, you lowering the weight back to this great planet. Now let's go into a couple guidelines for this event. First, you get 2 attempts. And both of them are untimed. Not going to take you 10 minutes. We're not going to give you 10 minutes, but they're untimed. Next, you have to do 3 reps continuous. That's the key word, continuous. Say you do 2 great reps, 1 bad rep, and then you do another great rep? Nope, it don't count. You got to do 3 continuous reps in a row as a pass. We'll talk more about this later on. Another stipulation is if you fail a certain weight, you cannot go to a higher weight. It just kind of makes sense. You just failed a lower weight. We're going to get into this one later as well. Now, as you can see here on my left, your right, you can see 340 pounds is the max. You can see 140 pounds is the minimum. The max being 100 points, the minimum, you guessed it, 60 points. Now, for everything else in between, you can also see those scores for everything from 61 to 99. Check it out. Now let's get into the things that will make a rep not count. Nope, no go. Let's talk them. All right, the first thing that you're going to see here is thumbs around the bar. If you do not have your thumbs around the bar, this is a no rep count. You have to have your thumb around the bar for the rep to count. Now, just like a lot of other events and the previous push-up events, you have to go all the way up. Not going all the way up on each repetition will get you a no rep count. Just like not going all the way up, you have to go all the way down. Both weights must touch the marching surface. They do not have to touch at the same time, but they both have to touch the marching surface or the rep does not count. Another no rep count would be you slamming the weights off the ground and or bouncing the weights to assist you in the upward phase, or slamming the weights on your last rep and letting them go in a non-safe manner. That is a no rep count as well. Now let's talk the things that will get you terminated from this event. The things that will get you a big fat 0. The number one thing that's going to get you terminated from this event is safety. What do I mean by that? Take a look at this clip here where you see a soldier's knees going in. When a soldier's knee is going in, that lifting posture is now broken and they have a safety concern for their knees, their health, their back, all of the above. This can get you terminated by your grader. Your grader is in charge of your safety. Another safety issue that's going to get you terminated, as you can see here, lifting with your back and not lifting with your legs will get you terminated on this event. Proper lifting techniques is an absolute must in this event. Another thing that will get you terminated is releasing your hands from the bar on the ground and not having a continuous movement in the upward phase. This will get you terminated. Now let's talk a couple tips and tricks. Things that I've learned along the way of myself doing, I've probably done about 20 of these ACFTs. And then NCOIC'd about 100 of them. I've got some tips and tricks. Let's talk them. And the first tip I would say is, if you know what your max weight is, put that on there first. What do I mean? I mean that your first attempt should be at a weight that you're going to pass. Say, for instance, a soldier can lift 240 pounds. I know that I can lift 240 pounds. That's going to be my first attempt. I'm going to get a passing event on my scorecard. And then, with my second attempt, I'm going to try and get 270 and get a little better. Why do I say this? Because if you go and do 270 and you fail and your back starts hurting and you have trouble lifting the 240 that you're always able to pull, now you're going to fail both events. Now you're going to fail the ACFT. My tip to you is know a good weight going in that's going to be a good pull for you and you're going to get that event and put that score on your score sheet, then have a weight that's going to test you and keep pushing those limits to getting better at the ACFT. My next tip is there's a couple different ways to hold the bar. Now, as you can see here, if you put your middle finger on the gripless part of the bar, this is an easy technique that'll help you be centered on the bar for your attempt. Now, you also may have your hands at the top of the bar and the bottom of the other bar for a crossed hand lift. This is a technique that can help you balance and center the weight when you lift. This grip is also authorized. Another tip is if you have a Superman logo on your chest, show me that Superman. Oh yeah. Now what do I mean by that is you should have your chest up. As I'm looking at you and I'm grading you, I should be able to see Army on your chest and be able to read it. Or maybe if you have a Superman logo. I should be able to read it. Keep your chest up, your spine and back straight, and you will be able to lift with your legs and have a proper technique and you won't get injured. That's how you should lift. Chest up, head up, not face down, as you're seeing here. Now some other tips that I'm going to have to improve your max deadlift is to 1, figure out your max. When you know your max, then you can learn on how to go to 75%, 65% of your weight, and then go, I'm going to do 10 reps at 65%, I'm going to do 8 reps at 75%. These are things that will help you build a program to help you progress from 200 to 250 to 300, or from 140 to 170 to 200. These are things that will help you build a plan. A couple other exercises you could do is the sumo squat. If you don't know what the sumo squat is, you're going to grasp the kettlebell right up near the neck of it, put it on your chest, and just simply squat. Oh yeah. Another one is a simple air squat. Doing an air squat with either your kit on, having a sandbag on, any of that is going to make your legs stronger. Simple, effective, these are things that can make your max deadlift better. So that's going to do it for today's episode, as this is the first part of a 6-part mini-series covering all the ACFT events. You're getting it from me from a drill sergeant's point of view, from a master fitness point of view, and I'm giving you all the tips and tricks that you need to make your scores better. And more importantly, make your soldiers better. And get healthy and strong along the way, you know what I mean? Brings me to something. Y'all know the drill.